Hey everyone, let's talk about Shoes Tactics, which I just finished a full playthrough of. You can see it linked in the description. If you haven't watched that yet, that's where the game is all in action. I explain how it works and stuff, and you can see how it plays. This is just what I think about it if you are interested in that, because, I was commissioned to make that playthrough. So bear that in mind. And also bear in mind, I'm predisposed to like roll and write games, flip and fill games, whatever kind of family you would like to group them under. I absolutely love them, and especially the meatier ones, as as amazing as games like Quinto are, that are kind of pure and simple. Adding more ideas, more mechanics, taking the game into longer and more involved scenarios is really interesting to me as well. Like Hadrian's Wall, one of my favorite games of last year, and its kind of fantastic gameplay is being expanded by having a great big campaign. Shoes Tactics is kind of built around that campaign system. I only have chapter 1, bear that in mind, but the setting, the story, the encounters that we can have along the way, the differences are going to be in the surprise gifts and things, trying to do a lovely kind of Tetrisy puzzle over here of stopping yourself taking damage. You want to fill in spaces to get your beautiful combos. You want to fill it in the rows to enhance those combos even further. And yeah, it's got the beautiful progression of just crossing one thing off and getting another thing at the beginning, to later on, as you are filling in loads of sections of this travel area in one great big go, getting massive points from the council because you've used loads of tactics, deciding when to use those, but bearing in mind that you're restricted by the range that you will need to get them so far away. Have you got the infrastructure? Have you got the extra range and the coins and the mapping to be able to do that? You don't need to have the income necessarily. You don't need to max out all of this. You don't need to use the throwing daggers if you've been really meticulous in your planning of how you got the tactics out there. You probably haven't left so many empty gaps, and yeah, maybe the special gifts have been kind to you along the way as well. It's a really nice system where you don't really need cards and things. This great system with you need 3 tokens, a pen and a die. And it's great for the randomization of which cards are going to be available, and it's fair. You're going to always have the choice of all the cards round to round, because in alternating rounds we roll a die, and that's going to determine which cards are available for that round. Next round it's going to be the other 3, and that's a nice system as well of which scheme you want, which special power, whether it's going to be concerning extra points or concerning bending the rules a little bit, giving you something extra, versus the orders, the actual actions that you want. And a load of those actions tie together in lovely ways, hence the beautiful combos that can pop off throughout the game. But it's a tense decision often which one is going to benefit you the most and which one is going to hurt you the least as well, because it's lovely that it is tied to the reinforcement system as well, that is continually adding these spaces that are negative points for everything that's left at the end of the game, which can be a massive penalty, especially if you've left some rows just slightly empty and the guards haven't been taken out yet, so they're multipliers for all of the empty spaces. But yeah, you've got to factor that into the decision of your card as well. How many of these spaces it's going to add? Is it going to make you lose an action this round, but how worth it is it compared to the action that you will get from that scheme, compared to the council you'll be able to fill in your spaces in and potentially get massive points, or just the action you need in that moment. A load of damage is coming up next round, so I just need the throwing daggers, I just need to get them used. Yeah, it works beautifully, and as I say, this is just chapter 1, so yeah, I would love to see how the rest of the campaign goes. I love it, but yeah, I thought I was gonna love it, so hey, I'm always right. Not always, unfortunately, but hey, in this instance I was, and that's always good, isn't it? If you haven't seen the playthrough still, please watch it, it's great. And there are hundreds and hundreds of other playthroughs if you'd like to see more of them. They're all made thanks to your support. Thank you, and thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next game. Bye everyone.